Today's video, we're going to show you how to change an air filter in a 2022 Tesla Model 3. I'll put a link below where to get these filters from, these particular ones off of Amazon. And any of them will work. I just like these in particular because they are the new carbon ones. So they have carbon and HEPA both in one filter. One side sort of the carbon, the other side's the HEPA filter. And they work quite well. They're not that expensive. I want to say they're around 45 bucks or so as of this posting. You can see that's the charcoal side and like the HEPA side. So I've seen other videos online of people putting these in, showing you how to put them in. And one of the things is usually the videos are so dark you can't make heads or tails as to what they're doing. And also this one includes the upholstery tool to help you get the little clips out. So this comes in handy, and that's all that's in it, and some instructions, which yeah, good luck following these. So let's show you how to do this. So the first thing you want to do is, if you have a floor mat in here, we need to remove it. So let's take that out first. Okay, with the floor mat out, what you want to do now is reach up here. And like I said, we want to make sure in this video we actually have much better lighting. And you're going to reach up to the top of where the carpet is, put your hand back here, and you should be able to start pulling slowly. Work your hand down, you'll hear it pop. Just keep pulling this out. And what you're actually doing, let's get you a better view of that, is there's these little plastic clips that sit back behind the carpet. These little plastic clips here. And they go into these little slots all along the way. If after you pull that out, if there's any clips that are missing, and there's none missing on this one, but if there were, for example, let's say this one was missing and stuck, particularly in a slot, then you'd be able to see it there and pull it out. You do see some clips here. These are for retention of wires, so we want to leave those. And that is it for step one. Probably the most difficult step. All right, next we have to take out below the glove box. You'll come here, you'll see there are some clips that are held in place. They're holding the plastic in place. I think there's one of them there. I'll try to get into here so I can get a better shot without blinding me at the same time. So there's one, and there's one. So these are the ones we want to get out. There's 4 of them in total. So let's start taking those out. And by the way you get these out is you actually take the tool and put it behind the clip, pull down. So take the tool, stick it in there, pull down, and these come out. Let's do all 4 of those. So before we go any further, let's show you all 4 of those. All right, there's one. There's 2. There's number 3. There's number 4. So all 4 of those. Once those 4 come out, then effectively what we're going to do is we're going to pull this piece down. And you just want to pull gently within your hand. Get all 4 of those out. And when you do, you will find on the back side a speaker and a light. Let's get the light up here again. So we'll see a speaker and the light. We want to pull these out and make sure that we remove the light first and then unclip the speaker. Okay, now with that protective kick panel out of the way, you see you have much more room to be able to get in here and get this cover off so that you have room to pull out the filter. So let's go ahead and take this screw out now. In case anyone is wondering, that is a Torx T20. T20. Then you just pull this out, set it aside, and now you can get to this filter. So this filter has a pull tab on it, and you should be able to grab it and just pull it out. And voila, there's the first one. It's pretty nasty. We'll set that aside. And then we want to get the second one out. And they're stacked. And now comes the second one. Same thing, pretty nasty. Now let's grab the new ones and put those in. Now for the new ones, the cabin filter. I like these little beads. I think they're supposed to be charcoal Z-light. So air inlet on this side that faces the front of the car. That is important, the front. So you put this in. You're sort of reversing the procedure on how you got the other one out. And it is a snug fit, I will tell you. You just have to be patient and I'm going to work it in there. The first one's going to drop down. You just have to slowly work it in there. There you go. So the first one dropped down in there. I'm sure the camera angle was not the best in the world on that one, but I was trying to get it in there best I could to show you. So the first one is just sort of dropped down in there. Now we're going to put the second one in. On this one, I'm going to put the little red tab on it near the top. Same thing on this one. You want to sort of finesse it in there. It rides on the top. Boom. Now they're both in there. Now all we have to do is put the door back on. Door only goes one way. Stick the screw back in. Tighten this bad boy up. We got a little DeWalt. That is it. And now we have to put the kick plate back up on the bottom and put those little clips back in. Okay, remember to plug your speaker wire and your light back in. And then we just want to move this back up in place. And I'm going to do this so that it lines up with the little holes that the clips fit into. You just sort of maneuver that around. Make sure that when you put this in, you'll see in the back there's a little retainer clip that has to lock into. Get that in or it won't go back together correctly. Once that kick plate's back in, you're just simply pushing these clips back into place. See if I can show you one of them. If everything is not lined up, it will not go back into place. There's one. Okay, the last one was a bugbear, but we did get all four of these back installed. So we are golden. Now we just have to put the side piece back on here, the little kick panel with the carpet. So let's get busy on that. Okay, now we want to line these up. So we'll line this one up with this slot here. Let's use the fancy pointer tool here. We'll line this one up with this slot here, and we'll start from there. Once we get that one in, then we'll just start working these in. And it may sound horrible. These clips have to line up, and they will make a clip noise when they go in. There you go. Those didn't make much noise at all, actually, going back in. We got them all installed. And now we are finished. Okay, final step. Floor mats back in. Everything looks like it did from the factory. And we have nice, clean, fresh smelling cabin air again.